You're not prepared this morning with your sovereign citizen argument? You need some additional time to prepare?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some additional time to prepare your sovereign citizen.
The paperwork that was delivered by a private citizen for Mr. Morris, I have removed the binder clip that I had on it. There are no staples. There are no paper clips in the packet. It's simply a packet of prepared documents.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morris, now that you have your paperwork, anything else you want me to consider?
Yes, sir. I'm looking through it now, sir.
Okay.
All right, folks, buckle in, because today we're diving into yet another sovereign citizen courtroom disaster, and this one comes with a twist. Our returning star is Mr. Morris, a Florida sovereign who insists he's not the person police arrested. In his mind, the state locked up the corporate fiction, while the so-called living man walks free. Of course, judges have heard this nonsense 100 times, but today's judge isn't just shutting it down, he's trolling him right back. Here's what makes this case fascinating. Morris genuinely believes paperwork full of trusts, secured party creditor claims, and DNA ownership is his ticket to freedom. But the judge, he's having none of it. Watch closely, because we'll see the perfect mix of judicial patience, sarcastic humor, and a complete legal beatdown. Oh, here's my question for you. If someone honestly believed paperwork like this could set them free, do you think the court should take extra time to walk them through reality, or is it better to just cut it off and move on? Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's see how quickly this sovereign citizen's legal fantasy.
Common law trust. It's just speaking about the trust. This was the UCC, just financial statement. This was the UCC statement with my own Alizé Morris and the trust name. The principal name was Octavius Alizé Taquan Jr. And then it says, this is the entry of collateral by trustee / secure party creditor on behalf of the trust estate. It's Octavius Alizé Taquan Jr. Trust in the commercial chambers under necessity to secure the rights, title, interest, and value therefore in, and the root or title from inception, as well as all property held in trust, including but not limited to DNA, cDNA, cell lines. There's I don't know that word is right there.
Mr. Morris, I thought you said that they arrested the wrong person. They had the wrong person in jail. That's why I'm not sure what you're talking about some trust in your DNA and cDNA.
It says retina scans is what that said.
Okay.
Or
launches into his classic sovereign script, rattling off lines about trusts, secured party creditors, and even DNA ownership. Notice how he throws out big legal-sounding words without connecting them to the case at hand. This is textbook sovereign citizen strategy. Overwhelm the court with nonsense, hoping the judge either gets confused or makes a mistake. But here's the key. Judges know exactly what this is. They've seen the same copy-paste filings from every corner of the internet. Here's the kicker, though. Morris is trying to claim that his very DNA, even his retina scans, are collateral in some imaginary trust. That's not just wrong, it's legally meaningless. Yet in his mind, it's the ultimate trump card. Do you think he even understands half of what's written in that packet? Or is he just clinging to phrases he found on
fingerprints or scan your retina to verify? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Oh, can you read this? I can't really read it like that.
Let me see. Maybe I'm not sure what's going on. You told me you were not Octavius Morris. Then you just started reading something from a sheet of paper that says Octavius Elise Taquan Morris.
Okay.
So are you or are you not Octavius Elise Taquan Morris?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Smith,
my name, this is right here, sir. It's on. You probably can have a good chance reading it. Right here. This right here. Bill of service, tort and violation. I just had a judge look at this. I can't read all this stuff. Not to you. I, Alexander Moore, secure party, Billy, and principal of you or the agent fail not to, I don't know that word is right there. To your oath that should be called to answer before one God and the most supreme.
I can't hear you, Mr. Moore.
All this,
Oh, sir, I want to call you Mr. Morris.
Where the judge zeroes in. He remembers Morris claiming earlier that the police had arrested the wrong man. But now Morris is knee-deep in trust law gibberish. The contradiction is obvious. Either he's saying he's innocent because he's not the right person, or he's claiming some sovereign loophole. You can't argue both at once. And that's the beauty of the judge's approach here. Instead of yelling or cutting him off immediately, he asks simple, direct questions. Are you or aren't you this person? Watch closely. Sovereign citizens often crumble when pressed with straightforward facts. The louder the nonsense, the weaker the foundation. Morris is about to get cornered in his own
Complaint affidavit, Gulf County Sheriff's Department pulled you over while you were driving and arrested you. And they ran your name, Z. Morris, came back as a convicted felon. And are you telling me that your name is not Zatavius Morris, or you're not the person they arrested on December 5th? What are you telling? Did you give a false name? What are you telling me?
I ain't give no false name, Your Honor.
How did they get that name, Zatavius Elise Morris? Well, you don't answer that question. That probably has to do with, I'm trying to figure out, maybe Mr. Hill, you could help me. Is he saying that the Sheriff's Department arrested the wrong person?
Your Honor, in as much as I can.
Well, don't disclose any confidential, privileged information.
I raised issues when I had my pretrial discovery meeting with Mr. Morris pertaining to this case, because that's the only one I've got discovery on.
Yes, sir.
And I've done some independent research into that. Mr. Morris, or this individual, has this information that he's saying that he is not the person.
I'll take a look at whatever you want me to. I'm looking at the complaint affidavit. They said they had your driver's. They said you have your driver's license, and they ran your driver's license with that name.
The comedy factor really spikes. Morris is clearly convinced he's uncovered some grand legal loophole, yet every time he tries to explain, it collapses into a jumble of words even he doesn't understand. This is one of the defining traits of sovereign citizens: unshakable confidence mixed with absolute confusion. And the judge? He knows exactly what's happening. Instead of blowing up, he's letting Morris dig his own hole. That patience is strategic. Once Morris's contradictions are fully exposed on the record, there's no wiggle room left. Honestly, this might be one of the best examples of how a judge can dismantle a sovereign argument without lifting more than
restrict somewhere. You read the last page.
Oh, I'm looking at legal notice and demand to all state, federal, and international public officials. This is a contract and admiralty. This is some of that sovereign citizen nonsense. I thought you were saying that they arrested the wrong person. I'm not listening to any of that sovereign citizen nonsense. You told me they arrested the wrong person. If you're talking about admiralty law and that the first page was a trust and that you're the debtor, I'm not listening to any of that nonsense. When are we coming back?
Your discretion, Judge. I can tell you I've got discovery on the first case. I don't have discovery yet on the second case. I'm at your discretion, Judge.
Ms. Smith, when do you want to come back?
Judge, let's do the 6/27, our next available, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll come. And Mr. Morris, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I thought you were telling me they arrested the wrong person. I certainly don't want someone who hasn't. If you're the wrong person that they arrested, I didn't want you sitting in the county jail. But what you gave me looks like some of that admiralty law, sovereign citizen. I travel. I don't drive. I don't have jurisdiction over you. I'm not listening to that.
Morris actually believes the police arrested the wrong person because in his world, the legal name on the paperwork doesn't represent the living man. This is classic sovereign doctrine. The idea that the government created a fictional entity in all caps letters, and only that entity is subject to the law. The problem? Courts have heard it all before, and it's been rejected every single time. But Morris isn't just claiming mistaken identity. He's trying to mix it with pseudo-contract law and trust language. It's like stacking one losing hand on top of another and calling it a royal flush. Viewers, here's a question for you. If someone's entire defense is based on rejecting reality, Should the judge cut it short or allow them the freedom to
Talking about this, a bunch of stuff that people who believe themselves to be sovereign citizens parrot. And I told you, I'm not listening to any of that. I'm not sure how you, the principal and the agent of your own, I'm not listening to that. Now, if you are wrongfully arrested, that's what I thought you were saying. I certainly want to listen to that. But if you are talking about trust and being the agent, and you're not the principal, and I saw something about admiralty law, I'm not listening to that.
What?
I will see on the
really seals it. The judge is openly frustrated but still clear. If you were truly arrested by mistake, I'd take that seriously. But if you're just spouting sovereign citizen nonsense, I'm not wasting time on it. That's the exact balance judges have to strike in cases like this. Protect the rights of defendants who may be confused, but avoid getting dragged into sovereign rabbit holes that lead nowhere. Notice too how Morris can't keep his story straight. 1 second, it's mistaken identity. The next, it's contracts, admiralty law, and debts owed to a trust. When your defense strategy sounds like a conspiracy theory, words